It gives me great pleasure to be here with you on the 150th anniversary, the starting of Wesley College, and to say thank you on behalf of the nation for the services you have rendered in building up an independent Sri Lanka. This is the second time I'm here for an anniversary, so I thought I would say here what I would think of the school and the contribution it has made. When you started, we were close by. We were in San Sebastian, you were in Dam Street. That is a great service that has been done by Wesley in producing people who in turn molded the nation. You molded the people, leaders, they molded the nation. In going back into our history, as I said, your principal, in Highfield, has to be remembered for the role he played during the 1915 riots. One of those who intervened to ensure that the leaders survived to lead the nations to independence. To Sir Baran Jayatilaka, who took over the leadership when F.R. Senaka died. It was a vacuum. And who molded the opinion of the country and also trained us to function in an assembly elected on universal franchise. We were the first in Asia. To him, we owe that gratitude, and to Wesley, which produced him. Of course, you showed the man, you produced the man who showed us the tricks of the trade. So, Oliver Gunatilaka. In 1942, when Colombo was bombed, my parents say how he fed the nation, city, not forgotten by people at that time. D.S. Senaka sent him to London to negotiate our independence, but you all have forgotten. And when the communal riots broke out in 58, he took over the country and ran it. We all know he was the man who ran it when the Prime Minister and the administration collapsed. And when Mr. Bandaranaike was killed, assassinated, he ran the country and ensured its normals. So with those two individuals, you have done a lot for Sri Lanka. Not to count our others like Adhikaram, Singharis Chandra, and a whole lot of others I can mention, sportsmen, everyone. To you all, the country owes this gratitude. So you must remember, your school and mine, first task was to make men. Men who could stand up, who could take decisions, who were not frightened. We were made, the characters were formed in these schools. And that is why we are here today rendering our services to this nation. Not to run away. That is not what you have learned or I have learned. But to stick to our principles and to advance it at all times. And you have certainly produced people of that caliber. We have produced, and also some other school. This is what education is. It is also learning of books. It is also learning of sports. It's learning of many issues. And also AI. In fact, we are going to promote AI clubs in the schools. And a new law will come on AI and AI agency. And I must thank for the lecture you gave us. And about ₹1 billion in our sense have been set aside this year to fund AI research. As things go on, we will go much better. But what concerns me is your school and other schools which fall into the category of private schools. The leftover, the remainder of a big schooling system which was there before 1962. When we were in school, we had the government schools and the private schools and the assisted schools. Unfortunately, you all are now becoming stuck, squeezed in one side by the government schools and other side by the international schools. Where do you go? What is your future? We have been discussing this, and I would like to come up with a scheme where the government can also help these schools which have rendered a service to our nation. I think you all also are deserving of financial support, how we can give it, and what instance are matters to be turned down. Because we want you there. You have made this service, and you can do more. So we will, in the new reforms that are being carried out. In fact, today afternoon we had a meeting with the Minister of Education. He has some ambitious reforms, but starting with how fast we can get the O-levels and A-levels to run on the due dates and to get over the breakup we had during COVID. There are many other instances of schools promoting English language, and in midst that, we certainly will ensure that these schools have a role to play. We recognize what you have done, and we will certainly go ahead. So I won't want to take any more of your time, but to say this has been an institution which has contributed to the shaping of Sri Lanka, and I have no doubt will do so in the future. I have also discussed with Reverend Ebenezer Joseph what else you all can do in education in the future. We will leave it for you all to talk it over with him. Thank you.